Try again.
Okay. Voting say Voting say
That's it! Yeah. Fight through!
All right, welcome back for another School Principal Reacts. My name is Brandon, and I'm a high school principal from the U.S. state of Georgia. I'm doing another episode of SpongeBob today. This one, of course, is based on your recommendations. This one is called Oral Report. I've seen it come up a few times in the comments, needless to say. But this one, I haven't seen it. All I know about it is it's based on him giving some sort of oral report in Mrs. Puff's boating school. That's all I know about it. So I'm going to go ahead and react to it here with you. Thanks so much for all of your feedback and encouragement and recommendations. I do read through that stuff. So thank you for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, especially if you're enjoying this content. Let's get right into it. All right, here we go. What is going on? Please tell me he's not in front of them. And I thought, wow, this one starts at the Krusty Krab. I was expecting Mrs. Puff's boating school, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. What is happening right now?
SpongeBob, why aren't those orders up yet? SpongeBob, the
No, he's
collective
not there.
blood sugar out here is getting dangerously low. Why are you grilling index cards?
Sorry, Squidward. I got a little distracted. I'm practicing my oral report for boating school tomorrow.
You know, SpongeBob, statistics show that public speaking is the #3 cause of stress, right behind death and marriage.
Death and marriage. I'm going to assume that's just a little joke thrown in there. I heard that public speaking was the most cause of stress, or I don't know, maybe that's a different metric. He says cause of stress. I was thinking fear in general, fearing public speaking even more than death, which I've heard a lot of comedians talk about, but that is very true. That's something that I had to get over quite some time ago. Public speaking is very scary for many people. Let me know in the comments if that's the case for you. But I certainly remember feeling that way for a long time. And how did I get over it? Well, doing it and just practicing it and being in a lot of situations where I did have to talk to large groups of people. That's the only way that I know of to get over it. If you know another way or have other advice, please let me know in the comments.
Now get those orders ready!
Okay. What's so scary about public speaking anyway? You just stand in front of the public and speak publicly.
Yeah, that is what it is, isn't it? Good observation, SpongeBob.
It's really no different than what I do every day.
This is his public speaking when he comes out with an order and says, hey, your order's ready. I guess technically, but that's not what most people think of.
No big deal, SpongeBob. You just stand in front of them. All of them looking at me with their eyes. No! Squidward,
They all want their orders, SpongeBob.
right. Public speaking is frightening.
Must I do everything myself? Huh? Stay back! You'll get your patty when it's your turn.
I've seen some fast food restaurants where it's almost like that. That's kind of funny.
I never knew an audience could get so physical. This changes everything.
So he somehow thinks that his boating exam oral report will be like this. Now, these people are at a fast food restaurant and they're hungry and they're not getting their stuff on time. Yeah, I haven't seen this happen, but I've heard stories and I've seen some pretty upset people in situations like that. But boating school oral report, probably not.
Oh, sorry, wrong rock.
Patrick, I wonder if you'd help me by lending me your eyes.
Never seen Patrick's house before. I guess he's going to get him to help him practice somehow in here. This is kind of a weird little place.
Okay.
No. No, you
Oh,
can
no.
keep them. I just
He said, "Lend me your eyes," and of course, Patrick starts ripping his eyes out. And I've said it a couple of times before, like in the boating school episode. I don't know if Patrick is the person I would want to help me, and stuff like this is the reason I say that. But he's come through from time to time.
want you to watch me while I practice my speech up here. Just pretend you're a student at his desk.
Okay. Hold on. I like to sit in the back of the class.
Sand. Come on.
Okay, here goes. Boating safety.
SpongeBob, can I have a hall pass?
Oh, no, Pat.
See, now he's just supposed to watch SpongeBob practice his report, but he's going to act like he's, actually in school, and he's asking for hall passes. This is his house in his living room, and SpongeBob is just supposed to be doing his report in front of him, which, by the way, is a really good idea to practice doing your speech or report. If you have to do something like this and you're really nervous about it, practicing it even by yourself can be really helpful, or in front of a little small audience like this. But now Patrick is taking it way too far here. It's kind of funny.
Patrick, just sit tight and let me practice.
Fine.
Boating safety.
Next.
Patrick, you're kind of
He's supposed to be supportive, and he just says boring next, like he's watching a show or something.
derailing the proceedings here. Just focus on me, huh?
All right.
So, without further ado,
Oh, no.
Patrick, wake up. What happened, Patrick?
Oh, come on, SpongeBob. You think everyone can stay awake for your boring speech?
I don't know. Do you think that's too much to expect?
Yes, and you should be prepared for worse.
Worse?
You're gonna have things thrown at you you wouldn't believe.
So he has this experience at the Krusty Krab, and he gets scared. And so he turns to Patrick to help him prepare for the speech. And then he falls asleep and says he should expect worse, and says you're going to have things thrown at you like you never believe. I've seen some pretty bad presentations like that, or oral reports. I've never seen things thrown at the presenter during the presentation. That would be a little crazy.
You gotta be ready. Now try again.
Okay. Boating safe. Boating safe.
That's it. Yeah. Fight through.
Is this his preparation? What kind of oral report prep is this where he just throws pillows at him? It's pretty funny.
Patrick, nobody throws pillows in class.
Yeah, I've never seen it, ever. I've seen some pretty crazy things. I've never seen that.
It's you. Speech.
Boating safe.
SpongeBob SquarePants with a mission.
Okay, did see that coming. So now he's trying to be Mrs. Puff, which, there is, I guess, if you're this scared to mimic what the teacher might say and what students might say, I guess is helpful. There's a point at which you're kind of going too far, but in general, practicing giving your report can be helpful.
You've made of my classroom.
Yeah, and Patrick did it. SpongeBob didn't make a mess of the classroom. Patrick did, and now he's saying, as Mrs. Puff, "How dare you? You made a mess of my classroom." I would just get out of there if I was SpongeBob. I wouldn't go any further with this. I would just go back to my own place and practice.
Sort of had a hand in that too, Patrick.
Young man, how
Yeah, he did get out of
dare
hand.
you.
What?
Fake Mrs. Puff gave him a fake detention in his house. That's really messed up, but this is too funny.
Pension slip.
I'm not hearing your oral report.
Okay. Boating safety.
Try
Treadmill.
again.
Boating safety.
Come on, SquarePants.
Oh, man. So I guess the only logic to this is he's making it so difficult for him. He's on a treadmill. He's banging cymbals. He's already given him a fake detention. So by comparison, his actual presentation will be like the easiest thing ever if he survives this ordeal.
Is this the best you can do?
Patrick, somehow I don't think this is working.
Ugh. Ugh.
Speech!
I expected him to say, "Oh, SpongeBob, it's okay. Let me help you back up." And he just stares at him and says, "Speech," while he's a pile of powder or whatever this treadmill did to him. This is one of the funnier episodes I've seen. This one is great. Thank you for recommending this one.
Patrick, stop! Somehow your help just isn't helping. I am more nervous about this oral report than I've ever been about anything.
Yeah, and there's really nothing to it. I suspect that when he actually gets to the real presentation, it'll be fine. But they're freaking him out so much, he's not going to be able to go through with it. Hopefully he is. We'll see.
Yeah, you do look pretty terrible.
Well, if I don't do my report, then I don't pass. And if I don't pass, then I don't get my voting license.
Wait, buddy. I know how you can get your boating license. Your friend, the squirrel girl, is real good with her paws. Maybe she can make you a fake one.
No. Oh. I knew it. When he started being helpful, I'm like, something doesn't sound right about this. So he says, the squirrel, I forgot her name, but her character can make you a fake one, a fake boating license. This advice from Patrick just keeps getting worse and worse. Yeah, riding around with a fake license, I don't know. I'm not an expert in that area, but that can land you in some pretty deep trouble.
Patrick, that's illegal. But she might be able to help me get over this anxiety. She's always speaking at science conferences. She's probably full of pointers.
Okay.
Yeah, or she probably has a robot that can demolish the whole school for you.
Patrick.
White knuckles, leaky pores,
Ugh.
stomach and knots.
Ugh.
Yep, he looks pretty bad. SpongeBob, you're afflicted with severe oral reportitis. No, patients with this disease have been known to physically explode. Kerpow!
Yeah, okay, I was wondering. So usually she is underwater with the helmet full of air, and now they're in the above water world where she can just kind of walk around freely, and he has the little it looks like a fishbowl, but just a bubble of water there. And she's saying you have oral report ida, whatever she said. They're giving him a pretty good case of anxiety, though, I have to say. They needed to stop it. He needs to go home, just maybe read through his report a couple of times by himself. These friends of his are not doing him any good at all.
It has been scientifically proven that 85% of speech-related stress can be alleviated if the speaker imagines the audience in their underwear.
I've heard this many, many times before. I don't know if it's true. I mean, it's kind of gross, number one. The main thing you want to do is just sort of relax. Just relax and be yourself and not stress about it. You're almost certainly going to do better when you're in that state of mind, even if you didn't prepare quite as much as you should have. If you're relaxed and you're not tensed up and worried about it, you're going to do better. So I guess that's what this little figure is about. I don't know if the whole imagining your audience in their underwear would work for me. I don't think it would, but you certainly want to relax. And so that's the goal here.
Everyone will look so silly, you won't even remember you're nervous, which is why I invented these goggles that let you see people in their undies. Or I could just make you a fake boating license.
That's still illegal. Give me the...
Yeah. And I knew somehow SpongeBob would never do that with the fake boating license. He takes everything so seriously and seems to be a model student, except for the actual driving test. He would never do that. But let's see with the strange goggles. I can't wait to see what happens here.
And they were never heard from again.
Thank you, Billy. That was an excellent report. Next, we have SpongeBob SquarePants.
Here we go.
Come on, buddy.
Well,
He's not wearing the goggles, and I don't know how you can wear that in class. That would be a problem.
Do you have your oral report ready?
Oh.
The assignment I gave you? The one where you talk in front of the class?
Oh, yeah, of course I'm ready. I can do it.
Yeah, being intimidated by the audience, that I guess is what that little trick is designed to do. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just recommend relaxing, not focusing so much on them, but just sort of just relaxing and giving your report and I don't know, stare up at the wall or something while you do it if you really have to, if the audience is causing you that much of an issue.
No.
Patrick threatens to hit him with a pillow.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Mrs. Bob, do I really have to do this?
No, only if you want to pass this class.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. My report is on. Must be last minute jitters.
Okay, where's this going?
Wear those goggles.
Here, let me.
I was wondering, like, the whole point was for him to wear these goggles, which I don't know how he's going to get away with that, but I can't wait to see what happens here. Does this loosen him up?
Close him up for you. There
Uh-oh.
you go.
Thanks.
Hurry up!
I guess they work.
It's working. Oh, boating safety is the responsibility of every boater in the ocean.
Now he's
because-
fine.
Well, don't just stand there. Get on with it.
What is going on?
They're all staring.
Hey, where you going? You forgot the goggles. SpongeBob, wait! Wait! SpongeBob!
You can't take my boat! SpongeBob!
Wait!
He's so freaked out, he just leaves, which, if that happened, that would probably freak me out too.
SpongeBob!
Get back here with my boat!
Talk about a slow day at the office, huh?
You said it, partner. My baton's itching for the noggin of a lawbreaker.
Doesn't sound good. Uh-oh.
Okay, forget what I just said.
Sponge, pull over.
I don't know how.
SpongeBob!
Uh-oh.
All right, kid, what was that all about?
Don't you know anything about boating safety?
Boating safety? Yes, officer, I do. Boating safety is the responsibility of.
And they're going to stand here and listen to this after he crashes through 2 or 3 houses. Okay.
Every boater in the whole ocean. Each boater must follow the rules and regulations stipulated in the Boater Safety Handbook. Learn the meaning of all posted signs.
Well, he knows it all.
Pay attention to one's surroundings. No play authority figures. Respect the rights of pedestrians. And learn what to conduct yourself with all shades of curve.
He knows it all. He knows everything there is to know about it. He just can't quite drive a boat. It's kind of funny.
Remember, a motor vehicle is 2,000 pounds of biomass. And it's in your
Kid, that was beautiful.
Yeah, I never even knew some of those things myself.
Aha! Finally, the long arm of the law's caught up with you. I guess I won't be seeing you in my driver's education class for the next 5 to 10 years.
Wait, Miss Chuckles. Did you say you were his boating
Oh,
instructor?
no, not again.
Yes? What?
Under Penal Code 26-1, quote, the boating instructor is responsible,
For any minors delinquent actions under that teacher's care.
unquote. I'm afraid we're going to have to take...
Not again. She goes to jail again. I don't know how many times this has happened, but quite a few.
You win, madam.
What?
Hey, buddy, you got over your fear of giving an oral talking thing.
Hey, I did! Thanks, pal!
Oh, that reminds me. You forgot these. Whoa! Oh, they really work.
And what are you looking at?
Ah!
All right. Well, that's the episode. That was kind of crazy. Oral report. Thank you all for recommending that one. I can't say I agree with all of the different advice given by Patrick and the squirrel. I forgot her name. But the point is to relax. I mean, if you do have to give a presentation like that, just know your stuff and relax. Don't worry about who's watching you. Just focus on the content and be yourself and be as relaxed as possible. I'm going to end the video here, but I really enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time on School Principal Reacts. Thanks for watching.